How's it going, Freaks and Geeks? It's I, Richard Zahn, back again with another episode for you. Today I'm doing games I've acquired. I believe it's part 4 I'm on? 4 or 5. Either one of those, I'll put it up in the description. But finally, some Wii games came in. A nice little stack I got. And I have enough to do 2 episodes, that's what I'm going to do. But for right now, I'm going to go over the ones I have. Let's get to it. Nickelodeon's Tack and the Guardians of Gross. These are like those fun kind of childhood games I do like to play. Really good graphics, really cool themed. I believe I played this similar game maybe for the PS2, if I'm correct, if my brain will Rolodex that far back. But it's just one of those games that it's of that type of genre and that animation and that playability that I like. So I picked up the copy. I got it for about $5, and for me, it's going to be a lot of fun because I remember playing it for the PS2. So I want to see the changes they've done for the Wii. Here's another one, and then some of these I got on BestBuy.com as well. And this is a Steven Spielberg and EA game. EA, that kind of worries me, but we'll go on. Boom Block. This game actually got really good reviews, and it's almost, to me it looks like a 3-dimensional Tetris meets kind of maybe the concept of Minecraft. Now, by far I'm not a Minecraft fan. I didn't find anything worthwhile about the game. It didn't appeal to me. But I've always been a Tetris head, I've always been a Jenga head, and this is pretty much kind of like the same thing. You guys can see the back of the box real quick. Kind of like the same concept. I thought it was really cool. I got it for like $5, so I was like, you know, hey, I'll beef up the Wii collection, and I'll try a game out that got good reviews. And I mean, the fact that Steven Spielberg's associated with it, hopefully it's gonna be good. EA, you know how it is, gamer guys, you know, my YouTube fam. EA's been dropping the ball, especially with Alpha Omega Sin's recent rant about them paying people to lie about their games. With them being good or bad, but that's besides the point. But for $5, hey, I said, why not? No, this one's a classic because it takes me back to the original one I used to play. Like I think it was on the Nintendo and arcade, and even I think they may have had a version for a Super Nintendo. But this is Rampage: Total Destruction. I mean, who didn't like Rampage back in the day? That was such an iconic and awesome game. I mean, I loved playing it. It used to drive me crazy because some of the ground tanks and stuff you had to fight off, they were an epic pain in the ass. But this game looks really cool. I definitely was like, as soon as I saw it, it's like, oh, I gotta get a copy of this. I gotta see what changes they did, what level details, how they expanded the levels, how the graphics are. I mean, it looks impressive, very impressive. And I even think as you play it or you unlock the game or maybe even beat the game, but you get like the old school version of Rampage, the one I'm talking about that you used to play on the arcade and the NES. I was like, yes, classic. Totally stoked about that. Love the cover, looks awesome. The back of the game looks sweet. I can't wait to tear into this, but I am purposely doing it right now for the fact that I want to unlock the old school version because it's awesome. But we'll see how the new version of the game goes. It had really good reviews. I'm stoked about it. I'm a fan of the Rampage game. So it wasn't bad. A $5 score. Let's see. Yes, now we get to a game, and I've mentioned it in my videos before, and I'm still going to mention it to you guys in case there's any new listeners, or new viewers, I should say. Every time you order online, doesn't matter if it's from Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon's a little better at it, but major chains like Best Buy and stuff like that, even GameStop, they're really horrible at this. This is that gaming Russian roulette I play, where I'll buy a game for an amazing deal that they have on there without knowing the full details of it, and then I get these bad boys. The dreaded generic default game title, insert, and artwork. It's horrible. But then again, when I get the game, I believe for $7, and this is this is Monster Hunter 3, and it's the game only. Now for $7, I'm not really gonna gripe about it because that game goes for a lot more, 15, 16 bucks, whatever. And I'm pretty sure if I'm patient and I look for it, I'll find the artwork and the inserts. So I wasn't really gonna freak out on it. The game itself, it came clean, had no issues, played fine. The graphics on this are freaking insane. For the Wii, I mean, I know there's good games on the Wii, and then there's games that catch you completely off guard about how well that they're actually doing for a system that's not 1080p, it doesn't do HD, but this was fantastic. I'm going to have a blast tearing into this. I may even have to invest in maybe in like a strategy guide or something, because some tell me that the game can be a little challenging, but graphics wise, holy moly, what a beautiful game. Can't wait. Continue on with the BestBuy.com collection. I found one that I looked at and I saw a trailer and it looked kind of cool. It had, for me, it has like that Ratchet and Clank old school PS2 gaming feel to it, so I was intrigued. But I got this one called Spyborgs. It's a Capcom game. It's good to see Capcom still doing pretty decent, even though they're hanging in by a thread. But like I said, the graphics looked really cool. It had that PS2 vibe. You have the two-player game you can rock out on it. It just has that vibe I like in a game. I mean, it has like the action element, the graphic element. It looks like a solid, fun game that I'll get enjoyment out of. And for $5, I wasn't gonna say no to that or pass it up, because I mean, $5 to add to my collection is a-okay with me. So yeah. Next one is the Core Gang Outvasion from Inner Earth. Okay, my eyes kind of played tricks on me right there. The Core Gang. Now this one was cool because, again, like I said, it has that PS2 gaming feel with the graphics and everything. Really sharp, really honed, it looks really cool. And, you know, you got the animation in the back. But for some reason, that front cover reminds me of like it's like that art. It's like the art element and concept. It really looks like a Tim Burton made game. That art is really close to what he did, you know, with Nightmare Before Christmas and Caroline and Corpse Bride, and I even think 9. It had that really cool animation feel to it. I took a look at the trailer. I watched some gameplay on YouTube, and I was totally sold on it. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. $5, looks awesome. Like the graphics. I mean, and for me being a gamer and a collector, and most of the YouTube family knows, whenever I can come across something that's like $5 like that, and it has generally nice animation, and it has that visual appeal, I'll play that gaming Russian roulette and spend the $5 or $6 I will pay to get a good quality game, or take a risk in a sense to see how well it is. But it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm not going to count it out, and I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, the last two that I have for us today on games I've acquired. Let's see, we'll go with this one. This one was actually recommended to me by a couple of my friends who play it. I also saw it in, again, and I love mentioning him because he never steers any of his followers along, but Metal Jesus Rocks has done some awesome reviews of games in his collections, or like rarities, and one of these is considered that, and that's Muramasa the Demon Blade. Initially I wasn't really thrilled by it when I saw the art and all that, and I saw the trailer. I was like, well, maybe. I got the game. I think I paid like $10 for it, which is a steal right now because it is a little pricey. And I popped it in and I played it, and I mean, man, I loved it. Talk about like that old school, awesome, free-flowing, like Japanese anime feel, and then it's 2D. But the graphics are really well made. The game's playability and the element of how they have it set up is a lot of fun. The learning curve is relatively easy. It just has this really nice, crisp, enjoyable, pleasant gaming experience. I've had a blast playing it. I mean, it's a fantastic 2D. In my opinion, it's like a 2D scroller, but really beautifully done. It's I guess to sum it up, it's like the samurai version of Metal Slug. That for me, that would be it. Really good game, a lot of fun. And the other cool thing is too, and I haven't noticed a lot of people do this, so I'll do this for you guys because I care. The back of it, if you see, you can actually use the Wii remote. You can use the Wii game controller pad, and then you also can use the Nintendo GameCube. It'll port and connect right up, and you can control it using all three of those methods, which is pretty rad. I prefer personally either the GameCube or the Wii controller. The Wii controller pad. Really cool game. Last one of the series. Well, not series. Last one of this episode, should I say? Now, this one I initially found on BestBuy.com for $5, and I was really mad when I found out it got sent back because I wasn't here to pick it up. So I had to go through the other scavenging hunt sites, and I finally found it on Amazon for a decent deal. I think I paid like $8, $9 for it. A little bummed out because initially I could have got it for $5, but I'm glad I spent a couple extra bucks because it came complete. Made me very happy. And that's Zack and Wiki, The Quest of Barbaros. I think, yeah, Barbaros Treasure. Now, this game had fantastic reviews. I checked out the trailer. I watched some gameplay. This is one of those just awesomely done art, really cool games. I mean, it reminded me of, for some reason, it reminded me of like graphics of like Power Stone and almost like a Banjo and Tooie feel, or Banjo Kazooie feel, Conker's Bad Fur Day feel. It has that. How can I reference it? It has that layout. The art reminds me of it. The whole way they did it. It's just very similar for me. That it blended very well. They're so connected. It's a very fun game. I would have never thought. Fantastic game, loads of fun, loved playing it, totally got a vested time into knocking it out, and I see why it's become a, I can't say rarity, but it's a definite must-have for your Wii collection. If you're a collector, it's a definite must-have. So is Muramasa and the other games I mentioned. Those are all really good ones, especially Rampage, but this one was really fun. I was really impressed with it. Totally love how they did the art and animation, like I said before. And with that, this will be it for the Games of Acquired episode today, guys. So until then, keep gaming, keep knocking out those trophies and having a bunch of fun. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Later.